Hey everybody! It is day 2 of my confinement. The evidence of my isolation surrounds me. I may or may not have eaten all of my snacks. But I endure. This is Teddy. He's going to be joining me through my confinement and my isolation so that I do not lose my brain. We are wearing our Hawaiian shirts today because it was such a beautiful day outside. I didn't actually go outside, but I looked out the windows. I saw that it was really sunny and beautiful, and normally I'm sleeping during the day, so it was a nice new environment for me to experience. I assume it was pretty. They told me on the news that it was very pretty outside. It was one of the nicest days that we've had in Florida in a long time, which is saying a lot. And let's talk about the news for a second, can we? Because I was watching the news for about 7 or 8 hours today, and I noticed something that was kind of disconcerting. The commercials are ridiculous on the news. I mean, they're so long. And during a regular show, you usually have a commercial that bisects the running of the show, and you'll have 10 minutes of show, 3 or 4, maybe 5 at the outside minutes of commercials, then another 10 minutes of show. Well, no. On the news, they have these ridiculously long times between the segments. And I actually wrote down, took a stopwatch to it and wrote down what the numbers were. They did 3 minutes and 51 seconds of commercials, and they did 2 minutes and 23 seconds of a story. Then they went 2 minutes and 52 seconds to a commercial, and then 1 minute and 8 seconds of a story. And that was the end of the hours, and they went 4 minutes and 32 seconds of commercials. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like price gouging, but for your eyes. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, because price gouging is a crime, right? During an emergency, if you raise your price over 10% of the actual value of the item, then you're price gouging. And they're putting so much news out. You've got special reports, you've got press conferences, and you've got just the regular news broadcasts. It's so much news, and they know that people want to watch it because they want to stay informed. And a lot of it's repeat news because, quite frankly, they don't know when somebody's tuning in. They have to repeat the same stories over and over and over and over again to make sure that you're catching the information that you want to get. But it just seems asinine, especially. And this was between at the 5:30 broadcast, between 5:45 and 6. So I mean, it was the end of the broadcast, and I know a lot of times they throw those fluff pieces at the end that you stay tuned for. Coming up, how to fight coronavirus with chocolate. That's one of those things everybody's like, ooh, let me watch this and see what it's gonna do. And then you find out it's just I don't know, something ridiculous. But I don't get it. And yeah, I just don't get it. You watch news all day long, and don't watch news all day long. I didn't actually watch for 7 hours. That was just a joke, exaggerating. But let's just say that watch some news to keep up to date, and then turn it off. Because if you watch these broadcasts back to back to back to back, which sometimes they run 2-3 hours in a row, it will melt your brain, and it will make your anxiety grow through the roof. So get your information, a little bit of half an hour here and there, pick up the information, and then stop. And you'll be fine. So that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll have something else to talk about, I hope. And here we are, day 2, complete.